Guys, people keep asking me which is better, the E-Revo or the Kraton. Now, I've not really had these long enough and played about with them enough yet to know. Traxxas people always say this one's better. Arrma people always say this one's better. I love both of them, and so far, both have got pros and cons. This one here has definitely, without shadow of a doubt, got a stronger chassis. This one here, I've bent the chassis multiple times now. This one here, I've never ever had any chassis issues. So this one has, without doubt, got a stronger chassis. Now, since I've bent the chassis on that, I've put some metal braces in there and I've put a brace across the top to try and brace the two towers together. And apparently, that solves the issue. Now, on this one, the suspension is without a doubt stronger. On this thing here, I keep breaking these. I've upgraded them now, and I've not broken these yet. I'm just about to put a set of these on the front here because these are broken on the front, so I'm going to put the same ones on the front. And if you have a look in here, I've broken a couple of these rod ends, and other people have said the same thing, that they've broken these before as well. But that's all a relatively easy fix. So once I've got both of these cars upgraded, you know, I don't want to do some massive upgrades, but if you just need some tiny little tweaks to make them bash ready, then I'm going to know a little bit better which one's going to be a better choice for really hard bashing. Now, handling wise, this one seems a lot more stable. It's a lot less likely to fall over, and it seems to be a lot more balanced in the air. But with that said, this one here, it has the self-right button. So if you're like right on the other end of a field somewhere, you're like a few hundred meters away from it, and this thing's upside down, you just hit the button and it flips back over. Whilst this thing here, even though it doesn't flip over as often, when it does flip over, you're walking. Now, body shell wise, this one here wins hands down. This one I've used a hell of a lot more. This thing is a lot older than this one. This one's only been out a couple of times, and look at the body. It's trashed. It's absolutely complete and utterly had it. It's ripped all the holes out here, look. It's torn all the holes out there. And maybe that's because, well, probably it's because the chassis bent. So with the chassis strengthened up, maybe this won't happen. But if you look at the E-Revo, this body shell has had a lot of abuse, and it's still perfectly usable. I mean, it's got a couple of splits around there. I mean, that could have probably been avoided if I'd have stuck this on here from the get-go. But overall, the chassis held up perfectly. It's got some armour over the top of it here to sort of protect the lid. And so far, guys, the body shell on this is a hell of a lot stronger than this one. And also, this body mount system is just something else. I mean, Traxxas have really got it nailed for this. You just literally... Hold on, I can't do it one-handed. Literally, all you got to do is slide that under there like that. And, oh, body's on. This one here, you got to kind of mess about with all these clips. But they do have these little ties on here so you don't lose the clips. So that's pretty good. So, when you guys keep asking me which one is better, I think my favourite one is this one, the Traxxas x-maxx. The Traxxas x-maxx is still my all-time favourite RC car. I like the size of it, I like the durability of it, I like the way it handles, I like the way it looks. I mean, just look at it. I mean, is there any other RC car that looks this cool? It drives over water, you can drive it on two wheels, you can backflip it, front flip it, you can skate park it, it's self-rights, it's easy to work on. I mean, the list goes on. What more could anybody want out of an RC car? The only downside is, where it's fairly heavy, if you've gone out for a wander and you're a long way away from your car and you break it, then it's not the best one to carry. But my God, guys, this is, without a doubt, my favourite RC car that I've ever seen. When it comes to these two, I'm not sure yet. I've not really had them long enough, and I've not really messed about with any upgrades long enough yet to know which one I prefer. You know, as I said, I don't mind doing small little minor upgrades to making them better. That's fine. So I've still got to do a few little bits to both of these, but at the moment, I'm leaning towards this one. I think I'm going to prefer this one. It seems to be a bit stronger. If I can solve that chassis issue, then I think I'm probably going to go with that. But this is definitely my all-time favourite. If Arrma ever come out with an x-maxx sized RC car, then who knows, I might change my mind. But until then, x-maxx is still king. In my book, anyway. Everyone's got a different opinion. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying this is the best. It's just the best for me. So when people say, Kev, you're a Traxxas fanboy. No, I'm not a fanboy of anything. I'm a fanboy of what's good. I don't really care what brand something is. I just care how good it is. Alright, enough gassing. Let's get this thing repaired. Subscribe. Alright, so another bit that I've got to fit is this thing here. This thing here, I thought it broke. And actually looking at it, I ordered the wrong part. I actually need this part here. If you look here, split across the bottom here, and it's actually pulled the screw out of this part, so I've got to buy that again. I have seen people put this on, and looking at it, I'm going to have to look at it again because it doesn't look like it's going to fit straight over the top. So I don't know if this is going to be used as a replacement or, I don't know, I'm going to have to investigate. So for now, I'm just going to chuck these on there and at least we're going to be back in action. By the way, if you want to know what the part number is, the part number is here. And as I said, they're the exact same ones that I put on the back here. So far, they've taken a good beating and they haven't broken yet. And if all that breaks from time to time are these little rod ends on the end, then that's an easy, cheap fix. Alright, so you get a couple of links, spanner thingamajig, you get these rod ends, and you get some more rod ends. So the thicker ones apparently is for the rear, and the thinner ones are for the front. So that's handy, because then we got spares. Alright, so the little groove here indicates a left-hand thread. So I'm just going to screw these on here, and then when that's all done, I'm going to put you back on. Alright, so I've got them all on there now, so now it's time for fitment. Alright, so I've got some ball link pliers here, but they're way too small, so I'm going to have to try and shoehorn it in there. Hey, look at that. Perfect. Oh, look what I just noticed. Look at that drive shaft. Alright, we've got to straighten it then. But before we fix that drive shaft, remember a few videos ago I had troubles getting new links onto here because one's supposed to be a left-hand thread and the other side is supposed to be a right-hand thread. Well, that's what I thought anyway. And then in the comments people were saying, because one of these just had rings on there and it actually had no thread, I was winding and winding and winding, nothing was going on. And someone said it's just a push fit, it's not supposed to be a thread. So I want to see if that is the case or not, just out of curiosity, because I had 2 packs that were like that. So I just want to see what happens. Alright, so that's definitely winding off. So that is definitely a thread on there. And now the moment of truth. Nope, look, it's coming off. It's coming off, guys. So whoever said that in the comments, yeah, you're not right. Alright, let's straighten that shaft. Not perfect, but it'll do. Alright, got it back in, but then the bottom one's missing anyway. Oh well. Alright, so all back together, all the drive shafts straightened out, the track rod's all on. Still got to sort this thing here out. I'm just going to buy a new shock tower thingamajig or whatever this thing here is called, wing mount. And then I might try and find a way of getting that on there. Alright, so that's all done now. Drive shafts are straightened. These links are put on. The rear links are still looking good. That's it for this video, guys. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, smash the bell button, and also we're going to do another video soon where we're going to have a little look at this thingamajig here. It needs a new chassis. Bah.